I believe I want to sing music that inspires someone to get come out of depression, inspire someone to leave a home that kills them. Hey there, before you continue watching this interview, I really want to apologize firstly to Mama Makossa because of the bad sound. Unfortunately, we lost our main source of sound and we couldn't get that filtered sound that we needed for the video, but I decided not to just throw this away because this interview is so important and it has so much depth, and I wouldn't want any of our audience to miss this. So please bear with us. You can read the captions. There's going to be captions throughout the video, so for the things that you cannot hear or the sound is so annoying, you can just read the captions. And thank you for watching through. This is the most interesting interview I've done. This is my favorite artist, so I was really nervous, like this was like a once in a lifetime thing for me, but I'm happy that we did it, and I really love for you guys to watch through because there's a lot of impact, there's a lot of messages that she has to say in this video, and I believe that it will impact you in one way or the other. Thank you. Welcome to the Brainze Talk Show, where our guests share their experiences in life, business, and other aspects in order to inspire, impact, and educate our audience. Our guest today is a singer and songwriter, a women's health reproductive advocate, and Mama Makossa Ulanda. Thank you so much for honoring my invitation. You're welcome. So, please, can you tell us about yourself, your name, what you do, where you're from, and anything else you'd like to audience to know about?
Yes, so my name is Ulanda, and I grew up in Limbe, actually. I grew up in Limbe. I do hail from my division, however, I'm Bayani, sample song, and I am a singer-songwriter. I am a women's reproductive health advocate. I definitely care about women's issues because of my story. So that's a big part of my music. All of my music is always about one women's issue or the other. So pretty much that's who I am, that's what I do, that's what I care about.
Awesome. That's why your music speaks to me so much. Every time I hear your music, it's like, give me what I need to hear. So, what is the inspiration behind your music? What inspires you to do Makossa music? Genre music?
So I've been singing since I was a child. I grew up in a household full of singers. My father, my mother, they sing very well. Of course, their children sing. And my sisters and I were in groups together. I grew up here in Cameroon. I grew up with Makossa. I grew up with Baby Manga. That's my favorite Cameroonian singer and inspiration youth one. I grew up with Grace Deka, Benika, Nabel, all of them. And that was the music I grew up listening to. Amania. That's what my home to. And that those were the first words I heard. So that's why I do it. Apart from the fact that when I was singing, I sang karaoke. So when I wasn't a professional, that was not my career plan. But I was just singing, do songs. I was writing since I was in class 7. So I would just write songs, sing, recording. And the first time I wrote the song that was I sang it, the entire place and the entire the producer in the studio, the kid, everyone had to do that song. That's you. That's how you. And the spirit and the soul that you put into that song is different. That was one day. It was the first song I wrote. So it was just very clear that that was my name. That was all it wanted to be. And also it came from the heart. I was talking from the heart when I was speaking to women. I think it felt like I found myself in that. It felt like I had to connect. That's why the feel of that was so wonderful.
That's amazing. Sometimes we have this child consequences that shape us. But some of us listen. Well, I'm happy that you found yours and you still
Yeah, professionally I started 3 years ago, because that was my first single, One Day.
Oh, do you know, I made a video of that song. I did a video for dancing, and your classmate, she was at the paper, she saw that on my stage and she was like, "Hey, this is so nice." And Yolanda just did, there was a challenge, something about
Yeah.
that. And she was like, "Send this video to me, I'm going to send it to her."
Oh, wow.
And then you posted it. That was when I was like, "Oh, wow." I really love your music.
Okay, that's it. So I'll go to the special features. So, do you have any hobbies or interests apart from music or side music? What else do you love to do?
I do. I love to cook. I love to cook. I love to come up with new recipes. Yeah. I love to cook and I love to write. I love to write. I mean, it gets a lot. When I say I love to write, I think I do. I love to read as well. And I love to go on vacation and explore new places. I love oceans. So those are my hobbies.
Did you see my reaction when you said that?
I did because you're a chef.
Yes, I love, I love food. I love recipes.
That's what I love. Exploring new recipes, creating something out of nothing. Oh, I also love to clean and organize. I think one of my skills is a skill and also passion is um, the organization of home decor, putting together a space. Yes, because I completed a house, I kind of did that. And it's grueling work. We didn't hear in Cameroon, but you give me a space or a house, it's almost finished, and say, okay, do the finishing and then organize. I think it will be the most fun thing I would do for probably.
Mama, so can you describe your best part of being an artist or musician? What does that mean to you? How does it make you feel?
I'll tell you the truth, I'll be very honest. It's not as fun when it feels like work. I was talking to my sister the other day. One thing I'll tell you that I love. Let me tell you first what I love and why I just said what I said. The other day, I was talking to him about, we were talking about a song. I'm working with the project. And he was saying, because I'm exploring different types of sounds, we still my sound, but it's different. He was saying maybe we should work with other writers, invite somebody to write. And I'm adamant that I don't want that. I want input. My friend, the producer I work with, he has a lot of input. Of course, when I write, it's like, oh, let's put out this part because it's too long. You know, with music, if you want to pass on a message, especially you can go on and on with so many words. You have to think over and over. So he's very strong giving that input. He's a good songwriter as well, work together. But when he says call someone else to kind of write, I don't like it at all because it takes the fun out of it. That's the passion for me. My passion is creating that song. And if I feel like I don't have people, I'll have no passion for it. So the passionate part is creating something and then people love it. Knowing that I sat there, it came to me, like it came from God. I believe it did come from God because the music I do, I don't just sing just to sing, just sing. I believe that I want to sing music that inspires someone to get come out of depression, inspire someone to leave a home that's killed by inspire someone to know that hey, if you're okay, don't bring that on there's some reflection. People already can women in patient. So I believe I'm called to do that, to when that message comes down and I create it and it becomes a full-on project, or like when it has to put together how my performance is going to look like that is the most fun for me. If you take that out and let somebody do all the work and I just sound like a puppet that's singing songs or something, I'm not gonna want to do it.
I love music that was not only fucking noise, you know, like noise. I love music that speaks of experiences, something you can relate to, something that solves the problem. You know, the message you're passing every time I listen to your song, this is deep. Yes, it's, you know, so many people are suffering from domestic violence and all the things that advocate at the world. And they don't have a voice, they don't speak out. But I feel like listening to your music can inspire someone out there to speak out, to speak up about what their experiences and maybe fix the situation. Yeah. So, who is your favorite artist or say your ideal artist to work with?
I would have said the good man that of course you know it's not with us anymore, sadly. Right now I would love to work with Rezeka, Beneka, Kajante,
Talking about Coco Ashanti, you made a very controversial post the other day about it. And then I was like, let's see where this is going. Like,
yeah, because it doesn't sound like
these days, you guys are just putting pranks on us. And then came back and made a post about your show.
There it was, they did get that. And I really didn't want to, but then I realized, hey, it's a game. Also, I know she knows that that's not clearly, like I don't need that.
From your preferred artist you love to work with. You can now see why the Makossa is so strong in you. From the story you told about growing up with artists, listening to the artist music, it makes sense. It definitely makes sense. What is the best advice of the artist? So, advice from
It's so much. Every time I talk to someone like Salatia or Fibio or Asaba, let me just say something recently that I can't remember. But Fibio has given me great advice on this, and there's so much. Some of it you don't want to say here because it's concerns that you're working on. But like Asaba, I think 2 3 weeks ago she was telling me about respecting people have to respect her work. He wasn't really advising, he's not speaking of herself. And inspired me. It helped me realize that okay, take it, but I do take my art myself seriously. It's just I have the mindset of oh you're still growing, so whatever you take or whatever however you do. But that's not right. It's not right. And she helped me realize that when she was talking about respect, like no matter how big or small I have to respect my art, I respect it more. Because I do if you're working, I love to see young women especially working at something like how you're doing this. I love that. And I'll support and I'll respect it. It's like I'm respecting now my husband because you're working at something. This is my first. So she said that, and it was alive and I internalized it. Now I no longer let someone do anyhow because hey, you're calling me and you're calling maybe blind, maybe, and you're like, okay, that's maybe take her, well, I'm gonna give her a room and get 3 finance but no, you're gonna call me fitness and actually respect my art. So that's the advice I feel. Because I'm putting a lot of work to a thing. I put a lot of work into my art. I don't just there's a lot of work and time to play for me. So that's how I feel. I put a lot of work.
I feel like I can relate. I can relate to what you just said. When I started out, I'm a very versatile person. I do a lot. And people used to compare me with other people that have made it or people that have been in their office, they are seeing and making it their big names. Like I'm a chef. They're like, oh chef, very well, but people don't know you yet and you try to put me down. I'm a designer, I'm like, oh those people were not really having it there. And I'm also a digital marketer, I connect people to sources of extra income and then people are like, oh, how would we trust you? I'm like, look, I take time here to do this for people because I believe in the impact that because of the time. Because I was also connected that way. So I had a lot of problems like being an entrepreneur and that you literally just need to I shout out to Asaba for that. Shout out to Asaba for that wonderful piece of advice. It's amazing. So if you made a mistake during your performance, how do you react? How is that going to affect your performance?
I love the stage. I think I'll move on. Do you know my performance at this show? There was a mistake because it wasn't supposed to happen the way it did.
I thought that maybe something was wrong. I thought that I feel like because when you came on, you started singing
The way you hit that on my right? Yeah.
I saw the expression on my face. Yes, when you turned it.
I went back.
Yes.
So there was supposed to be a guy who was going to play the role of, my love. And I was supposed to sing one day. He comes and meets me like, hey, I found love. Like, he's holding my hand and starts singing, you're already licking my heart. And he leaves me and goes and joins like one of the dancers to go and meet them. Like, I can play their love. And I'll go and be like, baby, you're already living my heart. And he would push me to get it. And then I start singing Nami, like I play my
I found that song.
yes, and he starts walking away with the girl, and I start saying to the movie, and I'm really upset and angry because he did me, pushed me away, and left me, and he's leaving and he goes all the way back, and I follow him with anger, and I come back in red, and that's when my marriage started. Because then I've gone there and either we fought and I've killed him, and that's why I'm red and blooded. I came in with love, having like that for the end because I was someone who was not in me. So it was supposed to be that drama, that thing, which will help me also pass on or at least share some of my other things. Like I feel like that's my more. But that guy was in the hall. He sat up there and they were telling me most of my time, here we are. And he was, whatever, yeah, he was doing all this and taking his sweet time. And the people were like, oh, you have to go right now, you're being announced, you're being announced. One of them was like, oh, we're going to pass you. I'm like, calm down. And it's like, so I had to go and I went all the way on stage. It's just that someone, they waited for me to be, I turned around, that's what I was doing, but that not, they said he took his time. I went back there and everybody was upset. I said, all of them were upset. They were like, that guy, all of us were shouting, go now, they are waiting for you. So it didn't go as planned. But guess what? When they just started with Marie, thank God that we cut my Marie in a way that the first part that you hear was from the acoustic. It was like voice singing, just the chorus. So enter the blue song. I took the opportunity to just go back and my dear brother who had the blood, just flashed it up immediately. And he was telling me don't be angry, just go. I was gonna go back to school. So I just turned around and I put all my soul into it because I was really happy to be on that. I'm really excited to perform, to introduce to people whom I know I've heard, and to get people to keep people in show, to perform and really express what I'm trying to say in this song. Live, to be proud of what I've done. That meant a lot to me. So I didn't. Maybe it was 200 or 100 people. I loved it. So if something bad happened, yeah, if something bad, even if I fell, I would just continue to do. That's all I did.
I'm so happy I'm hearing this from you because that day I felt like there was something off. Like I said, yeah, seriously, but still, you made a very huge impact on the performance because that was very artistic. Like the message we were preparing for the dress, you know that dude. I mean, more or less, the men will stay in white. They wouldn't act anyhow, they do anyhow.
Yeah, somebody was posting. I saw a lot of people like, "What is the dress again?" And somebody said, "Man, will stay in your way." That's what it means. It was so funny because it's related to domestic violence. Not a funny situation, but my best friend was laughing at that comment for a while, and I was laughing. So I was like, you know what? That's actually true. Even though that's not what I mean. It's not like men who stay in your way.
Yeah, you know, your competency is something that governs us. Because people are so depressed. People are going through so much, and people find a way to make fun out of every situation, but it's not so funny. Yeah. Domestic violence is not fun. Yes, it's not at all. How was the whole experience of being an artist, performing on stage, going on shows, like the comments from these fans and everything? How has it been so far?
It gets better and better. The main thing is to be consistent. I did take a break over the summer, pretty much. After I dropped it, because I dropped it on and I was over there in the years. I wasn't here to really promote it and what I had to do. It didn't help. Because it's a beautiful song, but most people didn't get it, and you have to bombard them with it. Get it? It's Makossa overnight. But anyways, there were reasons for that. Disappointments happened a lot. Disappointments with videographers and when you get it, how they end up with it, like it's a lot. So I just strive my hardest to be consistent. There have been ups and downs, but I have made a lot of progress. I strive now to be way more consistent. Not go 3 months without releasing new songs, to be connecting, continue to connect with people. Because you see now, I spend time building an audience. I'm online, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere, and then all of a sudden I'm quiet for 4 months. Doesn't help to even come back. And it's because that one was because I had to be over there. I didn't have the surgery. And I was recovering and it took a while to come back and really get into it. I had to put that help on my page. Of course, but I am very involved in what the local building without the one right to the captions. So regardless, they can't just take it and I have to give them the content. You know, so yeah, it's going good and but there are ups and downs definitely. By the grace of God, God helping me, because it's only by His grace. Yes, Jehovah Rapha, who sustains me and who is going to bless the work that I do. Because otherwise, I have nothing.
Definitely. We've been seeing a lot of you because you've been MIA for a while and then back.
Yeah.
You see more of me. And I think your audience have really warmed up to that. Because like you said, consistency is revealing an audience. You need to be present, you need to be active, you need to connect with the audience. And that's amazing. That's really amazing to see because I read your comments, I read the comments on your posts and people really love you. And what connects with me is that they don't just love you for noise or the buzz or the music. They love the message. It's the message. I'm all about the message that you're passing. And that's truly amazing. Let's see if you go back in time to change something. Is there anything you want to change if you are doing an artist? Is there something else you'd rather be doing than videos?
No. When I'm not doing, I'm prepared. When I'm not taking, I'm not happy. Maybe the type of music might change. Yeah, I grow all the time. I don't really think the type of music will change, but maybe like my mom keeps saying, why you need to do gospel? Even though I told her it's not about doing gospel. Like there's real life situations that people have. People are married, people are facing heartbreak, people are facing domestic violence. No, that's all these things. If I just sang about gospel, how does that impact that situation? I'm advising them about that by singing this. And Lord have mercy upon me if I'm wrong about what I'm saying. I'm correcting in my spirit. But I do feel like the things I'm doing does not offend God. I wouldn't say it. I could glorify Him with my work by helping people, helping women.
You're definitely doing God's work because you're impacting a lot of lives. A lot of lives. Before you came on stage at Chris's concert, there was a lady beside me, they played the song. The host.
Oh yeah, you're the one who sent me that. By the way, thank you because I didn't know that for come. That's why they were screaming for me to get on.
Yes.
Because what he was doing was delaying.
Yes.
Yeah. Because they played. I heard him. Now I heard him saying, "Sing." They were singing.
He sang. He started singing, and the lady beside me said, "Like this." I'm a spiritual, the music scene. Oh, she's like spiritual. I didn't take that part because I was just trying to. Yeah, but she was like, oh, there's that music. I'm a spiritual, mama. And she started singing. That was like amazing. I was like, this lady is really she's creating an impact. You're really impacting life. You may not know the extent, but you're really making impact in the lives of people. People that are wondering if you're single, if you're married, maybe you weren't married and did not tell us. You know, most artists like to keep their life private.
Okay.
So, can you tell us if there's something going on or maybe besides?
No, I'm still.
So, I feel like you don't want to spill, but that's okay.
No,
that's
because
fine.
I just don't think it impacts what I'm doing.
Definitely.
I don't find the relevance in that. Not from you, just in general when people ask that. Is there relevance to that? Especially because of the kind of music that's doing. Yeah, like I'm popular. But history sells. Yeah, because it's even correct to say it. Yes, we sell.
So let's talk about your foundation. You have a foundation on the hand, advocating for women's reproductive health. So what is this foundation about? How does it relate to you as a person, as a
So the name of the foundation is Mother Helen, but you just did something that might change the name. I like that Mother Helen name. I might change the foundation name to Mother Helen. It will still be like an abbreviation of my mom's name. My mom is Helen, and my mom loves to adopt her. Pretty much as in anybody might adopt her. So she's obviously my example, but that's why it's called Mother Helen. I might change it to Mother Helen. I'm serious.
I didn't even realize that.
I know, but I love that. Because the mother name goes to that. But that, your foundation is women's reproductive health. So advocate for women's reproductive health, getting better treatment at hospitals, not everyone knocking their food. Like, open your neck, no, only of that. I'm 100% going to fight for that. We have not even begun the work in that. Helping women who are pregnant or going through reproductive issues like fibroid, endometriosis, and all these other things, which I personally have experience with, especially in Cameroon. I imagine how difficult it is to handle those issues. So it's a kind of difficult in my heart. A lot of our health issues don't have enough research, so they don't have cures, they don't have medication. Or we have surgeries, a lot of women die from because the surgeries in this country, you know how it is. The standards are so low. They are, I know most health agencies are doing their best. Let me say that. Most, and they have pure intention. I'm not talking about individuals who neglect people, waiting or don't care, don't realize that they are taking your hands and you have more, like, to whom much is given, much is expected. The responsibility of a healthcare worker, I think you signed up for that. You took an oath because there's an oath that you take to do that because you're doing life. Of course. But talking about organizations as a whole, those people who do open hospitals and hospitals actually do have the right frame of mind. They are looking to do something good. They're not there to kill people. They are hoping that nobody ever dies in their hands. So I want to say that. I want to say that in case any of the health care agencies are listening, I commend the work that they do and I know that their directors actually avoid those things. That's why the first step of advocacy for that is calling women and calling on everyone to support those things. If someone treats you that way, don't keep quiet. And that's why in now and I Cameroon report it. That's the first thing I'll say. That's the point of what we're doing. Hopefully soon I'll actually be able to help one or two women from overly with this issue. Because dealing with fibroid issues is not that. I have surgery for fibroid. It's a lot of money. With the right care, like it's a lot of money. Any of these women is productive. Because no matter what, all you have is either surgery or going through painful periods. Hating things like this terrible, terrible.
Definitely created a lot of awareness when we started talking about this on TikTok. I remember watching you talking about a nurse who went to hospital and they were really nice people. So we're going to see a lot of mother hair, mother hair,
Mother hair. We're changing it tonight. Yes, you're giving me a new name. I love it so much because now we can call all the advocates that join us mother heads.
I'm truly honored and humbled for that.
And you get credit for that. I'll figure out a way to give you credit for that.
Thank you so much. Just the fact that this came up, it's enough credit for me. When we expect, I think that the moment you drop a hint on your Facebook, I read a post earlier today. They're asking if you drop a new song, what do you think it's going to be about, what do you think it's in.
I mean, if you know me, it's women's advocacy.
Definitely. I said, I left a comment and I said, whatever the song is about is going to definitely advocate for women, for health, or it's going to pass a clear message that will impact. Yeah.
There are a few of you that die. How soon? It goes up to me with tomorrow, but I have to create. I have to finish creating and getting the right. You know, I wish I could just put things out, but you can't. Because if you want to reach more people, which is the point, you have to do it the right way. I have to create the content the right way. I put it out the right way. Make sure all TVs are ready. So pretty soon. I'm hoping that April is not going to hang without it. It can. But one of the things, business you're not heard, dedication not something because when I'm on a song that I love as much as I love Contagious, I want to give my time to it. Undivided. Yes, undivided. So I didn't want to have to, I have another song, I cannot be on this with her. I want to put my time to it. Because I decided to be on that song because I love that song. And he gave me an opportunity to just sing. Really to sing. Explore different types.
And that's one thing with collaborations. When you collaborate with other artists, it gives you the platform, a chance to explore.
It does. Different sounds. You go and be on there. So that's when you sound.
Yeah.
You know that I am.
Yeah. And you did a good job. You always deliver. When you say my mom Makossa, and you listen to your music, when you listen to your music, it always has that vibe. No matter whose sound you're on, you have that vibe. You need to deliver 100%. That's what gets me every time. So they get it to you exactly what you want your audience to know. Being consistent, creating content. We've seen you creating content with other
now, yes, I'm definitely doing that, doing better. Especially because I'm on ground, you know. Past 3 years I've not really been here, but now that I definitely want to go around with the Lord. Because that's how you also get the music out, the word out, the brand out. So definitely do more of that. That's how you definitely have to do that.
Yeah, and about putting out the word, please make sure that you share anything that has to be with Mama Ulanda on all platforms whenever you come across her. If you love her music, if you love Makossa music and you love the message that she's passing in her songs, in her advocacy for women, then you definitely want to share. Personally, you're going to be seeing a lot of her on my timeline. A lot, because I'm her number one fan. I'm your number one fan. I love you and I love your music so much. It speaks to me, and I'm going to make sure that my audience and the audience beyond the one that I know listens to your music and gets the message that you're trying to pass. It's been truly amazing. We've heard a lot of things from Yolanda today. For the first time, I don't think I've not watched any show where you've really spoken about yourself. This one on the
No, I think because of the setting, so it's very relaxing, very normal. It doesn't feel too formal where you have to try to keep things. But I try to be as open as I can be, especially when I'm passionate. So you ask the right questions, I'll tell you that open questions, and then you let your head talk. So that's definitely why. This is a lot more than I probably want.
That's amazing. So we've definitely heard a lot of things here for the first time. It's been the Brainstorm show where our guests speak about their experiences in life, business, and other related issues to empower, impact, and inspire our audience. Mama Makossa has done nothing short of that. She has definitely inspired me. I hope, and I know that she's inspired you too. So make sure you watch this video. You will watch the video to catch up with things that you missed out on. Subscribe to the channel. Follow Mama Makossa. We're going to leave Mama Makossa. Follow Mama Follow Mama Makossa at Ulanda on all social media. We're going to leave the links in the description of this video so you can always follow up. And Mama Makossa, is there anything else you'd love to tell our audience before you go?
Yes, absolutely. To young girls and women out there, I want to encourage you in whatever you're doing, be consistent at it. I know it's not easy. I know, especially in our environment that we grew up, women find it harder to even get the financial means to push like this. But you can do it while staying true to yourself, to your values. I believe in it. I really do, because it's a woman's world. It's not a man's world. Do not believe that, yes, it is a woman's world and you can do it. And I hope I get to see more of this. I want to encourage you to what you're doing. I want you to be consistent. The only thing you need to do is be consistent, improve with audience feedback, of course. Be consistent, do not compromise on your values, just be consistent, keep improving, and you're going to get where you want to go.
Thank you so much. I'm so elated. I'm so humbled to have you seated right here. It's been a couple of years. Your music, you have really inspired me. And I've also inspired my audience with that. So that's great. Thank you so much for your welcome.
If you watch this video right up to this point, then you are a true MVP. I mean, like, I get it. The sound is really annoying. Editing this, I was like, ah, get the frustration. And this by far has been the hardest video I've ever had to edit. I mean, I had to type some of those things. I had to use auto captions, but I had to type most of them. So you can imagine the frustration. But if you watched it right up to this end, then I'm truly grateful. And please do not forget to subscribe to the channel, because I'll be dropping episodes of this show every after 2 weeks on Wednesdays. I wish I could do it every week, but I can't really meet up. So every after 2 weeks, we're going to see a new episode, and it's only going to get better. Thank you. Appreciate you for watching to the end. Do not forget to subscribe, you turn on your notification bell, so every time I drop a new video, you'll be the first to know. And trust me when I say there's a whole lot coming up. See you next time.